Hello everyone, myself Dr. Ashish Viradia, consulting infertility specialist and IVF specialist, Trinity Test Baby Center, Surat. Today we are going to discuss regarding the unsuccessful IVF cycles, how to tackle a couple who has not getting a results in IVF cycles. This is the main part of IVF treatment. I think the main thing, 25 to 30% treatment of IVF required a good and positive counseling to the couples, because if the thing is patients who get pregnant in the first cycles, it's easy to discuss or easy to tackle such type of couples, but those who are not getting a results in the first IVF cycle or second IVF cycles, you have to tackle these patients or you have to positively counseling such type of the couples is a really a must, because if you are not doing a good counseling of that couples, the chances of the defaulter or cycle dropout cases are high. So first of all, we are discussing regarding how do you know whether your cycle is going to be successful or unsuccessful. Thing is, after embryo transfer, remaining 50 days of embryo transfers, you are giving advice to the couples to take a adequate rest, adequate amount of food and good nutritional fluid to take. But the thing is, if even within a 15 days of the cycles, if patient is getting bleeding or menstruations during these 15 days, chances of a failure rate is very high, because chances of this embryo, the crucial part of this period is at that time your embryo is going to be implanted. But during the bleeding or during the uterine contraction in this 15 days is the chances of the in unsuccessful implantation is not possible to that. The thing is, second thing is, what are the key factor or what are the causes of the unsuccessful IVF? Both female and male, both partners are equally responsible for the successful IVF, and another thing is unsuccessful IVF. We are discussing regarding the male partners. If the sperm count is very low, the motility is not good, and the thing is, if your morphology of that sperm is not good, the chances of deformed embryos formation is there, or aneuploid embryos formation is there. So such type of the embryo, if you are going to transfer in a couple, the chances of the success rate is very low in such type of cases. Same thing is in a female partners. If the age of the female partner is high, more than 40 years, or AMH level is less, number of the oocyte retrieval is less, and the main thing is the quality of oocyte in old age is, if it is poor quality of oocyte, the chances of the embryo formation is very less. So main thing is both egg and sperm both are responsible for the formation of the good or grade 1 embryo. uh, Even sometimes 20 to 25% of the cases where your sperm count is perfect, your male partner is perfect, and number of egg, number of oocyte quality, everything is normal, that means your female partner is also good and you are getting a good number of the embryo after fertilizations. But the if you are transferring the good quality of embryo inside the uterus, the chances of the implantation is around 20 to 25% couples who are not getting an implantation whether inside the uterus. Why? Because of the old age, poor receptivity of the endometrium, that is a thin endometrium, poor blood supply to the uterus. So even with a good number of embryo, good quality of embryo, you are not getting a result. The chances of 20 to 25% is just because of the poor endometrial receptivity. This is also causative factors in the unsuccessful IVF cycles. Third thing is, even after embryo transfer, if you are getting a results that pregnancy test is positive or your beta hCG level is high, that's initially 15 to 20 days is chances of the bleeding is very much high. The reason is your implantation is not going to proper. That's why the chances of, actually it is your like a chemical pregnancy. Your couple is getting a result, but after within 15 days, if bleeding chances is very high, those chances of the unsuccessful continuation of pregnancy will be less. Another one questions we are discussing, how long we can wait after first unsuccessful cycles. Ideally, up to 3 cycles you can continue every month, or every menstruation you can continue the cycles, but the patient is psychologically, physically and emotionally fit, then only you have to progress. Otherwise, if patient is mentally not prepared, then better to wait for 1 month and make a positive counseling to her. And also you are discussing regarding, suppose you are also the collaboration with positive patients and negative patients also to that couple, so they have both type of the feelings. Okay, yeah, if we are going to try another cycles, then chances of positive pregnancy will be high. Another one question is, can anyone get a natural pregnancy after unsuccessful IVF? Yes. If the patient is young age, everything is normal, your fallopian tube is open, age is less, egg quality, number of egg is good, and sperm count is normal. That is called idiopathic infertility. In such type of cases, even after unsuccessful IVF, you can get a positive pregnancy. I have seen in my career around 10 to 15% couples who are not getting IVF success, but they can get a pregnant by naturally. How do you counsel the patients who has unsuccessful cycles? The main thing is, ideally, if you have to concentrate more on an unsuccessful cycle rather than the successful cycles, because if the couple is successful, definitely they will give a regards to you. But if the cycle is unsuccessful, then best thing is you have to counseling the female partner, and also counseling the husband also, because if you are giving us some examples, and you are giving us some emotionally counseling, then only the couples will give a chance to a second trial or third trials. Yeah, you can give an example of another unsuccessful cycles who get pregnant in second or third cycles. Another one thing is, at least male partner, husband, should be ideally in such type of cases, your female partner should be counseling more, because most of the IVF cycles, if the patient or couple is not getting a result, then psychologically female partner is emotionally very much attached with these results. That's why you have to counseling more to female partners. So today's take home message is, uh, you have to concentrate specifically regarding the counseling to more on unsuccessful cycles rather than the successful cycles. So dropout case should be very much less if you are doing a good number of giving a good time to unsuccessful cycles couples in counseling. So your aim in a successful treatments, it's not like that every month you are taking a new cases and you are only concentrating on new cases. No, then chances of the negativism of that couples will affect on your IVF practice. So you have to mainly concentrate on the couples who is not getting a result in first or second cycles. Another one thing that I would like to tell you, okay, before embryo transfer, you have to counseling the couples that the success rate is this much amount. These are the factors where we are not getting a results, but we are trying to making these all the factors to be neutralized and getting we are doing a maximum chances to make you positive or make you pregnant within a 1 to 2 cycles. But you have to at that time also you have to prepare the patients. It's not like that you are giving in one cycles you will get results, and if patient is not getting result, definitely they will blame on you that you already told us to get a results, but it's not like that. Then chances of the second or third trial, the couple will not allow you to do another trial for that. So thank you very much.